Welcome to WXTV, your online source for weatherization training. This episode marks the first of our consumer education series. This is Lighting 101. It's part of our job as weatherization professionals to explain to clients some ways that they can save both energy and money on their own. Marsha Alexander of the University of Missouri guides us through this episode and provides the science and art behind energy-efficient lighting choices.
Lighting is one of the most important, yet often overlooked elements of home design. Today, the average household in the United States is using about 11% of their utility bills each month on lighting. And in fact, many households are even using more than that. Utilizing the new lighting options available in the marketplace today, homeowners can reduce their lighting budgets by 25, 50, even 75%. When looking for energy efficient lighting, always look for the Energy Star labeling on the packaging. What the Energy Star label implies to the consumer is that the product has met certain qualifications of quality and longevity. It may be indeed a surprise that not all compact fluorescents and other fluorescent products have the Energy Star label, but when there is the Energy Star label on that product, it means first of all that that product is going to actually save the consumer $30 or more per bulb for the life of the lamp itself. Compact fluorescents produce 75% less heat than the average incandescent bulb. Another reason is that it's an Energy Star label. That implies that that product is going to last 6 to 12 times longer than a regular incandescent bulb. Typically, a compact fluorescent is expected to last at least 10,000 hours, whereas an incandescent lamp is expected to last around 750 hours. This is your typical incandescent bulb. And this is a compact fluorescent bulb. Your compact fluorescent is going to save you a lot of money on your utility bills. CFLs produce light very differently than incandescent bulbs. In incandescent bulbs, the electric current runs through a wire filament and heats the filament until it starts to glow. In a CFL, an electric current is channeled through a tube containing argon and a small amount of mercury vapor. This generates invisible ultraviolet light, which activates the fluorescent coating called phosphor on the inside of the tube, and then it produces a visible light. A lumen is a measurement of light output. The more lumens that you have, the brighter the light. On the packaging of lighting, it's going to say what the lumen count is. When comparing the packaging and you're wanting to go for brightness, look at the lumen count. Do not look at the wattage count. Wattage is an indication of how much electricity is being used. And in fact, the wattage today does not necessarily indicate the increase in lumens. For example, an incandescent bulb may utilize 65 watts of electricity. A comparable compact fluorescent may only use 15 watts of electricity. So to really look for an energy efficient lamp, what you want to do is to maximize the lumens and minimize the wattage. Recently, I compared two Torchiere lamps, one incandescent and one compact fluorescent. They were very, very similar in price. The incandescent fixture, however, uses a 150 watt lamp. The compact fluorescent uses a 55 watt lamp. Interestingly, the incandescent lamp provides 2300 lumens, whereas the compact fluorescent lamp provides 4000 lumens, much more brightness for much less wattage. Comparing the energy cost of the two fixtures for 1 year and for 5 years, there's a dramatic savings. And in fact, over a 5-year period of time, there is over 50% savings. The quality of compact fluorescents has improved dramatically, particularly in the shapes. There are so many more shapes in the marketplace today for compact fluorescent bulbs, so I want to encourage you to look until you find one that fits, because most likely you will be able to find one. This is just one example of many different types of compact fluorescent bulbs that are available in the marketplace today. In addition, the color rendition has improved dramatically. Today, compact fluorescent bulbs have a color rendition that's very similar to what people expect from incandescent bulbs. Kelvin is a measurement of the color temperature. There is a scale of Kelvin that ranges from 1500 to 9000 K. The lower the number, the warmer the light. The higher the number, the cooler the light. Most people are very comfortable with the color associated with incandescent lights. To be able to get a color that's very similar to incandescent lighting, look for Kelvins at 2700 to 3200 K. That is going to give you that nice warm appearance with your bulb. So look at the packaging. It will tell you what the Kelvin is. I have a light box here that I have two distinct lights in. One is very warm, one is very cool. I'm going to put both fabrics in so you can just see what the lighting does for these particular fabrics. See what a dramatic difference that makes? The light on top is a Kelvin range of 2700 to 3000. The bottom range is a Kelvin of 6000 or above. An energy efficient lighting plan will have layers of light. The reason is, when you have layers of light, that means that your lights are on separate switches. It means that you can provide for the desired brightness depending on what your particular need is. Layers of light implies three main types of lighting: ambient or general lighting, task lighting, and accent lighting. In some situations, you may have all of those lights on. In some situations, you may only have the general or ambient lighting on. In some situations, you may only want the task lighting on. It just depends on what your particular needs are at that particular time. But again, when you have layers of light, that provides flexibility, and it provides you the ability not to utilize all the electricity at one time for that lighting plan, but to be selective in the lighting that you're using. In addition to the 4 recessed cans utilizing compact fluorescent lamps and the LED lighting under and above the wall cabinets, 5 13-watt compact fluorescent lamps are used in the fixture over the kitchen table. The living area utilizes ambient, task, and accent lighting. The natural lighting coming from the windows and the recessed cans provide overall general or ambient lighting. Task lighting is represented by the table lamps. Accent lighting is the directional lighting focused on the artwork, including the artwork next to the door. A relatively new light source for residential use are light emitting diodes, or LEDs. They provide better lighting quality than incandescent bulbs and are expected to last 25 times as long. They use even less electricity than fluorescent bulbs. The countertop illumination is provided from linear cabinet LEDs mounted on the bottom of the top kitchen cabinet. The same LED strips are used to accent the space above the top cabinets. Some CFLs, or compact fluorescents, have a dimmable capability. If you want a lamp that has dimmable capabilities, make sure it says that on the packaging. One of the wonderful things that's coming about by mid-2011 or before will be new labels that will be associated with lighting packaging. These labels will look very similar to what you are familiar with nutrition labels. These labels will give you a lot of great information. It will give you the lumen output. It will tell you what the color will be associated with that lamp. For example, will it be a warm light? Will it be a cool light? It's going to tell you the amount of wattage that's going to be used. It will also inform you if there is mercury in that lamp. As a consumer, the more information you have, the better. And having it so that it's in a very simplistic way so that you can compare one light bulb to another light bulb. So it's very important as a consumer that you understand some of these terms. You need to understand what lumens mean. You need to understand what wattage means. You need to understand what Kelvin means, because all of this information will be on those new labels.
Well, that's it for another episode of WXTV. Whether you're a consumer or a professional advising a client, the take-home message here is not all CFLs are the same. There's a wide variety of sizes, shapes, light output, and color rendition to choose from. Look at the package and find that information. Then look for the Energy Star logo and choose the bulb that's right for you. And thanks for watching. WXTV, your online source for weatherization information, techniques, and expert advice.